Hi, everyone. I'm sorry for some technicality happening right now. My microphone gave up on me, and I had to move inside because I don't think you guys can hear me if I'm still outside with all the external sounds. So just bear with me for 1 second, and hopefully. Yes, that looks like it's a much better. Much better view. Yeah. Well, I guess let's just go ahead and start. Okay. Welcome back to the class. I hope you took a look at our first introductory class yesterday. This is our live session. I believe I can keep it online for later. Honestly, it's my first time working with YouTube live stream. So hopefully it will stay there for those who is in a different time frame, in a different time zone, and hopefully you can watch this at the comfort of your time zone later if needed. I guess I will be updated more about how this is going to work and what's going to happen next. However, now let's breathe in and out and start our yoga class. We're going to start laying on our backs. Just entirely relax your body, all your muscles, all your body, limbs, your arms, your legs, your neck, and don't try to position them in any way. If you feel like you're holding your body somewhere, notice this and send the command to relax. Like maybe you're still holding your hips, maybe your stomach. Just absolutely surrender to the gravity. Maybe bring awareness to the sensations happening in your body right now. Noticing how you position your feet, whether they're close to each other or spread far apart, whether feet are flaring to the sides, or they're more parallel and point into the sky. Notice if your shoulders are kind of lifted and close to the ears and feel them cramped. Notice where your palms are, whether very close to your body, or maybe you just lay them at 45 degrees away from the sides of your body, palms either facing up. And if your palms are facing down, also notice if the palms are cupping up, like as if you have a computer mouse under them, or they're completely flat on the ground. They also may differ between each other. The right might feel and shape and form a slightly different position than the left. And without further reflection upon why, just bring awareness into your body and register those sensations and differences. Take a deep breath through your nostrils and send the breath into your belly. You may feel, maybe even place your hand to feel how your stomach expanding as you inhale, and how it sinks back, and how your diaphragm ascends back right under your lungs as you exhale through your nose. Try to maintain the length of inhalation and exhalation the same. Let's say it is 4 seconds. You inhale on 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And you exhale. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Concentrate on this belly breathing and remember to carry it through the practice today. And the next inhale, draw your knees to your chest, point your feet so the soles are facing the ceiling or the sky. And as you exhale, lower your legs to either side of your body in a supine twist. You can open your arms, spread them alongside at shoulder height, like angel wings. Make sure both your shoulder blades and shoulders are on the ground. And if that means you have to lift your legs a little bit, then please do so. But use something as a yoga block or maybe a pillow or a cushion to support your legs in that slightly hovering position, because it's very important in this particular pose to keep your shoulders and shoulder blades on the ground. And at the same time, your body to be absolutely relaxed so it can naturally go into this gentle twist and stretch. If reaching the floor with your legs is very easily attainable and you can go further, lift your knees and try to draw them closer to your elbow. Turn your head the opposite way for a nice and gentle twist in your neck. Inhale, bring your legs back to center, and exhale to the opposite side. Same principle, both shoulder blades and shoulders are on the floor. Gaze to the opposite side of your legs. And again, use a prop if needed to support your legs so there's no strain. Remember to breathe through your belly. And again, just register any differences between your right and left side twist. We're not built symmetrically from compared to each other. Our sides are not symmetrical, and even how the organs are placed in our body is also not symmetrical. So sensations will be different, and it is absolutely normal. Inhale, bring your legs back to center and straighten your knees, feet flexed, tailbone on the floor, both shoulder blades and shoulders are on the floor. Quadriceps are active to straighten your knees and keep them so through this exercise. Inhale fully, and as you exhale, lower your left leg slowly to the ground, keeping both hips on the floor. Inhale and start a circular motion to the right with your right leg descending to the right, hovering over the floor, almost meeting its partner. And as you inhale, bring it back to center. Exhale, descend. And inhale, bring it back to center. If your left hip starts rising, press it with the left hand to the ground. Make sure it stays there as your right leg keeps rotating externally, warming up and lubricating that hip joint on the right side. If this becomes a little bit challenging because it's a slow motion and it's a wide range motion, remember to engage your abdominal muscles. That will bring stability to this particular pose and also protect your lower back. Next time your leg is back to center, that means right above you, exhale to the left and lower it again in the circular motion to the left, internally rotating your hip. Lift your leg on the inhale, and we lower it on the exhale. Next time you're back to center, keep your leg there. Inhale and start slowly lifting your left leg. Both feet are flexed. And as you exhale, lower the right leg with control to the ground. Inhale, draw your leg closer to your upper body. And as you exhale, externally rotate to the left, wide circular motion. The same principle. Inhale, leg goes up. Exhale, it descends to the left, hovering over the ground, almost meeting its partner, and then rising back up. Keep the right hip on the ground. And again, use your right hand. If it keeps rising, just press it down with your right hand to ensure it stays there. Next time, your left leg is back to center. So with your right hand to ensure it stays there. Next time, your left leg is back to center. For the practice that we're about to start. One more round. Keep it where it is. Bring the right leg to meet its partner. Bend your knees 90 degrees. Lower your legs to either side. Turn your upper body to the same side and push off with your top arm using the strength. And come to full standing position. Lift your toes. Plant them, feet parallel, and hip distance apart. Make sure they're actually hip distance apart, because often people do take a wider stance. And one of the best ways to verify is to put two fists next to each other, and that's about the distance you need to have between your feet. Tuck your tailbone. Engage your abdominal muscles, open your chest, shoulders out of your ears, and chin slightly tucked. Arms strong, fingers spread. Inhale, lift your arms shoulder height to your sides, and we're gonna start, we're gonna move slightly back so you can see circular rotations backwards. Keeping the whole body stable and strong. Maybe try to accelerate the rotation and make the circles larger. Now, turn your palms facing forward. Palms facing up. Switch the direction of your rotation. Arms are rotating forward, palms are still up. Palms facing forward. And palms down. And release. Maybe shake a little bit your shoulders. It's a very good exercise to prepare your shoulder joints. And my yoga teacher, shared it with us during the training. And she mentioned that whole complex of exercises we're going through now for the shoulder section of your body was developed with a physiotherapist. And she said that if you do this every day for the rest of your life, you should not have any shoulder-related problems. Part 2 of this complex is an exercise that is good for your shoulder joints, but also for your nervous system, for your brain. So extend your arms in front of you, shoulder height the same, shoulders away from your ears. We're in the same mountain pose, stable. Your right arm will go down, motion in place, first figuring this out with our brain trying to negotiate this very contradictory two commands that I am sending to you. It might be really challenging, but if you practice daily, I promise you will get there. I think it took me maybe a couple of sessions to master, so to say, this exercise. Once your brain agreed to submit, you can accelerate the rotations. Also, maybe pay attention if your hands meet at the same point, like mine are now, always meeting just about. And stop, switch the direction. So right goes up and back, and left goes down and forward. And we start. Slowly first try to figure this out internally, negotiate it with your brain, and hopefully it will agree. Once it has agreed, accelerate. Same principle, the body remains as stable as possible. And it's just the shoulder section, the shoulder girdle, that is being actively used in this exercise. Notice how, for example, mine, on this side, they're meeting right in front of me where they started, not above my head. So you see how it is interesting to notice all those different things and so-called discrepancies in our body, like something doesn't align, one side doesn't align with the other, but it is all normal. Shake, shake, shake. You might feel it in your pecs, in your pectoral muscles. I also often need to feel in my traps, in my here, right in this area of my back. Of course, your muscles of your upper arms, of your arms. So it's also a nice exercise, like a nice workout for the muscle groups. And the last one in this section for the shoulder warm-up. Arms again at your sides, shoulder height, and I don't know what's the official name of this. I call it ice cream scoop because I feel like I'm scooping with my shoulder. So I'm not necessarily moving the whole arm in some wavy fashion. It's just the scoop with this part, with your shoulder. You're like scoop, 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 and relax. Stability again. Bring your awareness back to this super stable, very rooted mountain pose. Inhale, lift your arms overhead. Keep your shoulders out of your ears. And as you exhale, lower your right arm to the side and bend, extend and bend to the right, extending your left arm up and to the right. Remember to breathe, and with exhalation, perhaps you will bend to the right a little bit deeper. Make sure your neck is not extended, so try to gaze in like this, your left armpit area. Back to center and exhale to the opposite side. Feel the stretch in the right side of your body. Again, maybe you will register some difference in the sensation. I definitely do. My right side is often the one that gets most of the use, or I do feel it much more on the right. Inhale, bring your arms back to center, and we're going to repeat this exercise with just a bit more speed, so we'll accelerate. Exhale to the right, inhale, center. left, inhale, center, right, center, left, center, right, back to center, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and inhale, and release. You should be feeling it in this parts of your body. Nice muscle stretch and warm up. Come to the top of your mat. Lift your toes, plant them, feet hip distance apart, palms, fingers spread, hands, arms are strong, chin slightly tucked. Now back to the mountain pose. Very stable pose that brings a sense of being rooted and grounded. Inhale, reach your arms overhead, and as you exhale, slowly bend forward. Remain as long as if you're still in the mountain pose. Inhale, half lift. Perhaps your hands will slide on your shins. Untuck your toes and inhale your arms overhead. Verify here that your right hip is not turning to the side. Bring it back to center. Both hips are square and facing right in front of you. So is your gaze. Shoulders are out of our ears. Inhale, expand your chest, and as you exhale, probably sink a little bit deeper. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, plant. Tuck your toes, step back with the right foot. Plank pose, fingers spread. The main pressure should be on the foundation of your index in this area. Tailbone tucked, abs engaged, feet are flexed. And exhale, slowly lower your body in chaturanga. Elbows are glued to your sides. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, tap your toes, down dog. Down dog, the same principle. Press on this area of your palm that will help engage muscles located here and here, and that will straighten your elbow. Also engage your triceps to straighten your elbows. All of this will allow for further expression of your upper body towards the back. So if needed, bend your knees. If needed, lift your heels, but keep your back long and your upper body melt into the back. Your head and face is positioned between your biceps. Eventually, the more you practice, knees will straighten. The more you engage your quadriceps, the more the hamstrings will relax. And eventually your heels will plant. Inhale, step forward with your left foot. Drop the right knee, untuck the toes, and inhale your arms overhead. Gain square hips. Chest open, ears are out. Shoulders are out of your ears. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, plant. Step forward with your right. Exhale, fold. And inhale all the way up. Exhale to your heart center. Once more. Exhale. The right foot steps back. Drop the knee, untuck your toes. Inhale, arms up. Slide back bend. Plant your hands. Tuck your right foot. Step into a plank and slowly lower into Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, down dog. Tailbone goes up. And to visualize, imagine a perfect V, letter V, just upside down. This is where we want to go. But take all the time you need to get there. Listen to your body and respect it. Be present in it, and you will evolve. You will move to the next stage. Inhale, step forward with your right foot, drop the left knee, contact the toes. Inhale, arms overhead. Remember to smile. Inhale, expand your chest. And as you exhale, sink a little bit lower. So you feel it in your hip flexor on the left. Inhale, slight belly bend. Exhale, plant your hands. Step forward with the left, half lift. Exhale, deep fold. Inhale, all the way. Inhale up, exhale, fold. Inhale, look up, plant your hands, and step into a plank. Verify your alignment. Chin is tucked, and it should be a beautiful straight line between the top of your head all the way down to your heels. Engage your abdominals and engage your glutes. Inhale deeply, glue your elbows to the sides and slowly lower. Inhale, up dog, engage your inner thighs. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, lift your right leg, flex your foot. Make sure your right hip is not externally rotating. It is square and parallel to the left, and your leg should just be an extension coming out from your right hip socket as if you are standing on that right leg. Bend your knee and draw it to create a comfortable stance, and slowly rise, keeping the front knee. Back foot is slightly at an angle. Verify your hips, both facing forward. So are your shoulders. Inhale up into a warrior one expression. To stabilize this pose and keep hips square, inhale, open your chest and go into a slight back bend. Exhale, plant your hands. Step slightly back with your back foot. Keep your foot on the ball of your foot. Verify square hips and lift your torso, lift your upper body into a crescent lunge. Remember to breathe. Remember to push with your back heel into an imaginary muscles of your back leg and make your legs strong and straight. Slight back bend. And exhale, bring your arms in front of you, close your palms, and slide your right hand across the body, twisting to the right from your spine. Don't force your shoulders into the twist. Follow the spine. Remember to press with your back heel. Perhaps you plant your left hand and reach to the sky with your right. Maybe you come into an expression. Shoulders are out on your ears. Press the front big toe into the ground to bring stability in that leg. Inhale, back to center. Turn your toes so they're facing the side of your mat. Plant your back heel. Front knee is straight. Inhale, flip your palms facing up. Exhale, turn them back facing down. Shift your hips to the back of your mat and start extending forward. Keeping both sides of your trunk straight, your chest open, and your hips, your back hip, as extremely rotated as possible. So this whole side should open to the left. So we're reaching, and as soon as you start rounding on your lower side of the trunk, it is time to plant. Reach with your left hand to the sky, the gaze into your left armpit. You may plant on your shin, on your ankle, maybe higher. Maybe use a block, that would be the most ideal situation, or any other prop that you have handy at home. Inhale, bring back to center, and exhale, bend your front knee and sink into a warrior two. Verify the alignment that your hips and shoulders are facing to the side. Your gaze is forward at the front hand, shoulders out of your ear. Inhale, flip the front hand, and as you exhale, reach into a warrior, reverse warrior expression. Your hand, your arm goes overhead, creating a beautiful side stretch on the right side. Engage the glutes of your back leg to keep that leg externally rotated. Inhale, plant your right elbow at your, and inhale, elephant trunk, your left hand over your head into a wide angle pose. Make sure your shoulders are not collapsing. And if this was good and stable, you may plant your right hand. Side angle, wide angle expression is a perfect diagonal line from the tip of your fingers all the way down to the little finger, the baby finger of your back foot. Inhale, come back to warrior two. Straighten your front knee, turn your toes, shoulder blades to your back, and slowly hinge from your hips. That means we're not shifting hips back. The hips remain where they are, tailbone tucked, and we're hinging from our hips down. Hold here, halfway through. Gaze right in front of you, move forward. Not, you may want to bend your knees a little bit, or just stay at the maximum expression that your body allows at this moment. It might be here, it might be here. Again, the most important part is to keep the spine long. Soften knees, and bring your upper body back to standing. Straighten your knees, rotate your left toes facing the shorter side of your mat. Sit up slightly with your back foot, lift the heel, rotate your toes facing the same side of the mat. Sorry guys, I have to be facing you with my back now. Bend your front knee to press the baby toe side, the external side of your back foot. Hip square. Gaze right in front of you. Inhale, arms overhead, shoulders away from you. Inhale and exhale deeply through your nose into your stomach. and out through your nose. Inhale, slight back bend. Exhale, plant your hands, slightly step back with your back foot. Keep it on the ball of the foot and slowly lift your upper body to upright position into a lunge. Verify hips again. Push the back heel into an imaginary wall, engaging all the back muscles of your back leg. And slowly inhale your arms overhead into a crescent lunge. Inhale, expand your chest, and as you exhale, perhaps sink a little bit deeper. Maybe not, maybe you stay where you are, and that's something to look forward to in the future. Just follow your body and extend your arms in front of you, close your palms and slide your left hand across your body into a twist. Same principle, we're not forcing through the shoulders, we're twisting from our spine. It's a section between the middle back and the lower back. This is where they meet. This is where we have to seek and visualize this twist. Plant your right hand, open your chest to the right, and reach to the sky with your left hand. Gaze at the top thumb. Perhaps you come into a prayer balance expression. Remember to keep your prayer hands at the heart center. Inhale, go back to center. Rotate your back toes, hands on your hips. Place your back heel. Maybe move your hips side to side to figure out where they are and what they're capable of. Inhale, palms facing up. Exhale, turn them down. And then shift your hips to the back leg. Keeping chest open, start extending forward, following your left arm. As soon as the lower side starts collapsing, plant. Remember to keep your chest open, tailbone tucked, and reach up with your right hand, gaze into the right armpit, ribs hugging in, tailbone is tucked, and we're sort of elongating our upper body forward, not rounding towards the front leg, but elongating and reaching forward. A triangle pose. Inhale, bring your body up to upright position. Bend your front knee into warrior two. Verify that your hips and shoulders are facing to the side. Gaze at the front hand, shoulders away from your ears, chest open. This part, the glutes here, are active to externally rotate, to open this hip to the side. Inhale, flip your front hand, and exhale into a warrior, reversed warrior, a sky warrior expression. Again, we're reaching up and back, not necessarily too much back. We're trying to grow. Gaze into the left armpit. Position, and it brings stability. And inhale, your right arm overhead through the bottom. It was here. We're not going over. We're going through the bottom overhead. To feel the difference, you may shoulders are not collapsing. If this feels good, you may plant your left hand into a wide angle expression. Inhale, go back to warrior two. Straighten your front knee. Turn your front toes facing the same side. Heel tail slightly closer. Heels out, toes out, heels in. We're preparing for the goddess pose. Tailbone tucked, stomach engaged. Chest open as we sink down on exhalation, making sure our knee is not striking over our toes. Best thing to verify, if you're checking your right side, close your left eye and see that your kneecap is aligning with your big toe. You may need to step closer or take a wider stance. You can adjust it right now. Inhale, cactus arms, elbows and shoulders in one plane. Fingers spread and strong. Chest open. Engage the pelvic floor muscles so you are not staying in this pose at the expansion of the muscle there, which is healthy anyway for both women and try to visualize how the energy distribution is going on in this maybe seemingly simple pose, very static pose. Also because you keep your chest open, scapulas are glued to the back. Inhale, extend your arms overhead, straighten your knees. And exhale, sink down. Inhale up, reach to the sky, and then go back to goddess. Inhale up, and exhale, release your hands, heel toe, your feet closer to each other. You can come to the top of your mat. Feet are hip distance apart. Lift your toes, blend them. Shift your body weight to the right. Bend your right knee. Lift your left foot, keeping your spine tall and long. Tailbone tucked. Wrap your left leg around. Maybe you stay here today. Maybe it's here. Maybe you come to full expression. In any situation, in any case, engage your inner thighs. And if you're in full expression of the eagle pose, press your lower knee into the top leg. That again creates this lock that brings stability to the pose. Arms. You can place your hands on your shoulders at the shoulder height and you bind. Remember to breathe. If you feel more adventurous, engage in the thighs, engage your abs, keeping your spine long. Start hinging forward without compromising your back. And inhale, back to center, and release. Other side. Shift your weight to the left. Bend your left knee. Bend your right knee. Lift your right foot. And come to the expression of eagle pose of your choice, of your ability today. So it could be here, here, or full expression. Inner thighs engaged. And the bottom knee is pressing into the top leg. Same here, arms either ahead of the shoulder height. If you feel stable here and feel like you can take a step further, slowly start hinging forward without rounding your back. Inhale, back to center, and towards the right. Give some rest to the left side of the body. Shift your weight again, and bring your left foot up on your left. If you help with your hand, it's totally fine, like I do this all the time. Main thing, hips are even. We're not lifting, we're not sitting on the right hip. They're even and parallel and facing forward. Chest open, tailbone tucked. Your top foot is pressing into the inner thigh of the opposite leg. And the standing foot pressing to the big thumb of your standing foot to create alignment on the standing leg and also bring stability of your pose. Inhale, arms overhead. You can keep them here. If right hands are in your practice, you can bring them to your chest. Gaze is right in front of you. Soften your gaze in your body. What is given up? Is it your body? Is it your mind? Just observe and register. Exhale, hands to your heart if they are up in the air. Slide your top ankle across your standing leg, the quad. Keeping the spine straight, tailbone tucked. The front knee is not tracking over your toes. We are going to come into a bonsai expression. Same principle, long and tall and straight spine. If you want a bit of a deeper stretch, you can wrap your right arm around your left foot and bring your upper body closer to your bent leg. You should feel the stretch in your gluteus maximus and your hip flexor of the left leg. Inhale up and release. Shake the right knee, other side. Shift your body to the left side and plunge your right foot on your standing leg into the tree position. Same principle, hips are straight. They're not sitting on our leg, but we're also not lifting the opposite hip. So adjust it, maybe place your hands to kind of correct the pose. Or you can inhale them up. Soft gaze at the horizon. And again, listen and follow the guidance of your body. Perhaps the tree pose today for you would be here, maybe even here, maybe here. It is all fine. You will get to where you have to be, you need to be, you ought to be, if you just listen and connect to your body. Slide your top ankle across the quad of the standing leg, tailbone tucked, spine long and straight. And we go into a bonsai expression. Again, you can wrap your left arm around your right foot. Make sure your knee is not tracking over past your standing toes, the toes of the standing leg. And inhale, back to center and relax. Take a seat. We'll face this way so it's a little bit easier to view. We're sitting on this expression of 90 degrees. And as you inhale, place your hands as if you have back pockets at this level, supporting your lower back. Scapula, shoulder blades are connected at your back. Shoulders are out of your ears. Open your chest as you inhale. On the next inhale, we're going to open even more. Engage the abdominals. Make sure our hips are staying right above our knees and bend back into a camel pose. Inhale back to center. Sit back on your heels and just enjoy the relaxation. If this pose was an easy one for you, you can go into a counter pose or a child's pose. Inhale, come back to the kneeling position, 90 degrees, hips over your knees, hands supporting the lower back, shoulder blades connected, shoulders out of your ears. Engage your abs. Inhale and open your chest and start bending back. Make sure it's not the head that is leading, but your chest. You have to open your heart, your chest first, and then you can adjust the neck. Do not overextend your neck. Your chin is always slightly tucked. Be very gentle with your neck. Inhale, come back to center, and relax. Again, and rest here for a couple of breaths. Come back to sitting. Extend your legs in front of you. Just need to look in. And in front of you. Feet flexed. And toes striving to reach forward towards your trunk. Tailbone tucked. Take out extra flesh from under your sitting bones. Sitting bones are perpendicular to the floor. Bend your hands. If your hands are slightly longer, like mine, you can slide your hands a little bit behind you. Again, open your chest as you inhale, keeping the shoulders away from your ears. And stay in this stationary position. It's a still pose, but it's an excellent chest opener. It also engages pretty much all major muscles in your body. It engages your quads to keep your knees straight, and engages the muscles of your, the top surface of your feet, your arms, your pectoral muscles, your chest muscles, and of course your abdominal muscles. Inhale, arms overhead, and as you exhale, we will strive for a forward, seated forward fold. It can be just here, and that is fine. As long as your spine remains straight and long, this is all we need. This is our goal, to keep it long and reaching forward, not roundly, just to touch the legs with our forehead. No, we're growing tall and hinging, trying to reach forward in front of our feet. Engage your quads and your abs and see if it helps to bend slightly deeper in this forward fold. If your forearms plant, like mine almost planted today, and again, it could be different tomorrow. Like today, I'm not going to go into full expression because if I keep my shoulders not collapsing, but open, my forearms I'm not planting. So I'm not gonna do that. What you can do to help, which I don't have here, to help in this position, you can use a strap or belt or scarf, wrap it around your feet, keep your shoulders open, and pull your body this way. So if I didn't leave my strap in the other room, this is what I would be doing today. Again, sometimes that is fine because I am giving it what it needs. I am listening to it and I'm not forcing it. I'm not abusing my body. And I know I will enjoy. Inhale, back to center. Scoot your butt closer to your feet and lay down to your butt as possible, keeping them hip distance apart. Knees are hip distance apart. Shoulder blades on the floor. Palms are pressing down into the floor. Engage your pelvic floor, engage your abs. And as you inhale, inner thighs are active because otherwise your knees will start flaring to the sides because you want to keep this active, this high. So you engage your glutes, which is great. But gluteus maximus muscle here is an external rotator. So it helps the thighs of your legs. Again, to support this, you can use a block or you can take a book of about the same width, depending on the width of your hips. Like mine would be this. So by holding the block, I am engaging my inner thighs. You can interlace your fingers under you to create a more stable situation at the shoulder section. And remember to breathe. In this pose, when I inhale, release your hands, plant the palms, and slowly, one vertebra at a time, lower your back to the ground. One deep inhale, and exhale. Press your palms into the ground. Inhale, lift your pelvis for one more bridge. It's a minor inversion of our body. That means that it's upside down. It's a gentle version of an inversion. And any inversion is very beneficial, very good, very healthy for our systems. Lymphatic systems, circular systems, or our nervous system. Inhale, and as you exhale, lower your body back to the floor. Remove the block if you were using one, and extend your legs, extend your arms, and relax. We're coming back to the position of where we started, just surrendering to the force of gravity without trying to impose, oppose, control, shape, just be, just surrender, and feel how wonderful it feels to just be. Just not control any muscles, not to think how you look, how others may think you look, what you say. Just tune in back inwards, register the sensations in your body. Maybe they're a little bit different, and hopefully they are different from the beginning of the session. Maybe the hips feel more even now. Maybe the hip that was less more stubborn, less externally rotating now, is more open. Feel the relaxation of your muscles after this gentle but requiring effort practice. Remain more still in the pose rather than dynamically moving through poses. It's a different type of engagement. And I think maybe in a times like now, it may be more appropriate so we can find stillness of our thoughts, of our mind, in the physical stillness of our body. I hope this practice was of some help and benefit for you, for those who are self-isolated or quarantined or just asked to stay and work from home for the safety of others and yourself. I hope in these times of uncertainty and ever-present threat, whether it's real or not, and too many speculations around it, but definitely it's a very trembling times. I hope you remember to feel compassionate towards your own body, towards your family, your loved ones, your children, your partner, your friends, but also towards the stranger. We do tend to become, with social distancing, a little bit standoffish, which is reasonable and sensible. However, let's know the limits of how much we can restrict the normal expression of humanity. And if someone is in need of help, reach out if you can and offer your help. Small gestures of kindness, they make our life so much better. I thank you for practicing with me today. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll try to nail down some technical challenges I had with this transmission today, and I hope you will join me in our next session, which will be on Thursday, the same time, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard. It is +5 continental Europe and +7 Moscow and Russia, and that's -3 Western Coast US. Thank you again, and namaste. Be safe and help others.